Yo, what's good everybody? It's your boy Eddie here. Welcome back to The Experience. And before we even begin, make sure to smash that like button. And if y'all seen anything that you like throughout the video, be sure to subscribe down below and hit that notification bell. So we got the Nike Dunk Off-White in the Lot 8 colorway. But before we unbox this shoe, let's go over the details on the box. So starting off with the details of the box, as you guys can see already, as I said before, we got these cheese grater holes all over the box, which kind of spoils the tissue paper. However, we can look into more details because there's a lot of them on this box. So starting off with this side, we have the cheese grater holes. When we go into this side, we have our sticker tag right there, which I'll read for y'all. And then when we go into this side, you guys can actually see that the numbers go from 1 through 50 all the way. And obviously lot 8 is the number that's checked off, which is the pair that I got. And when we go into this side, we have some more cheese grater holes. But actually one of my favorite details about this shoe is actually the lid of the box. So as you guys can see here, we have some off-white branding as well as this Sharpie Nike check right here. So that's pretty cool. And also we have some details right here, but I'll read it for y'all. So what it says on here is Team Nike Sportswear. The location is WHQ, which is World Headquarters, and that's in Beaverton, Oregon. Then we have the style number, which is DJ0950/DM1602. The season is FA21, and then the TC code is N2. But before I get into the details of the inside of the box, let's just read the sticker tag as it says here. So what we see is Nike Dunk Low, and the colorway shown is Sail, Neutral Gray, Voila, Cactus Clair, and Gris Nutre. And unfortunately, the size here is not a size 8, it's actually a size 8.5, and that's due to the fact that my mom was the one who got the exclusive access, and unfortunately, she didn't listen to me to get an 8.5, so we ended up with the 8, but it's all good. I still love you, mommy. You're the best mommy in the world, so don't even worry about it. And the suggested retail shown here is actually $180, which is really interesting to me because some of the people who actually hit got a suggested retail of $150. They were still charged the $180 plus tax, but the suggested retail shown in their box was actually $150. And unfortunately for me, I don't have that $150 Nike tag. However, if you do, I'm gonna give you guys a Nike.com insider tip. So if you guys paid a certain amount and your suggested retail shows something else, you can actually go to the customer service of Nike and tell them that you was charged this amount as opposed to the amount that's shown on your suggested retail, and with that they'll refund you the difference. So for the people who has the $150 suggested retail on their box, I would definitely recommend you guys to actually hit them up so you guys can save about $45, because for me I paid $195 after taxes. Obviously that's that New York City tax. However, if you're looking at it from a financial perspective, you can save yourself $30 to $45. So if I was y'all, I would definitely tune into that. So make sure y'all check y'all suggested retails. Now let's just get into the details of inside the box. So obviously when we open this lid, we get that off-white branded wax tissue paper in this orange colorway, and actually some of the details on the box says 2021 MFW, which I'm assuming men's fall winter off-white trademark, and then we have some more imagery, and then it says Y 1985, which I'm assuming year 1985. I don't know the significance between that part specifically, but if any of y'all know, please put that in the comment sections down below. Now once we open this, we get some more wax tissue paper, then we have our standard white tissue paper, and then we have these right here, y'all. So let me know what you guys think about this shoe in the comment section down below. I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. I do not like this colorway at all, man, and that's just my personal opinion. Even though I got my pair, I'm really not too happy with how it happened, because honestly, I was the one who engaged in every single video. I participated in all of the little polls that Nike posted on the sneakers app, and my mom didn't do nothing. I didn't tell her to do anything, and she still got exclusive access. However, Nike put this fake message out there that if you interact with the app, if you do this and that, if you do all the other, you'll get exclusive access. Well, they didn't guarantee you that you'll get exclusive access, but you have a higher chance of getting exclusive access. And it's really interesting to me because I have a couple of verified Nike accounts that I win a lot on with the sneakers app individually. But it's really crazy how the account that I purposely did not have any interaction with and just made sure that my mom did not do anything to activate any activity for this Nike Off-White release was the one that actually got it. Like, that makes no sense to me, and I feel like that's really unfair. On my personal own sneakers app, where I have been interacting with everything, I have not gotten any exclusive access for about 3 months now. I think I haven't won on my specific account for maybe a month or so. It's been a while. Like, I've been taking L's, and I'm gonna keep it honest with you. I got into this mini little depression. Maybe if they did something like what they did with the 10 release, where they released all 10 in the same day, maybe if they did something like that, but then did that every single day for 5 days, which is 1 week, we would have had a better outcome and more people would have got chances. Whether they did a draw or a Leo drop, I think that would have been better for the community because more people would have had chances. Yeah, you could look at it as, oh, I don't want to take 50 L's, and maybe that's what it is. Maybe Nike's just listening to y'all, because all I see on these sneaker posts on Instagram is, I can't wait to take my L, I'm gonna take this L, sneakers app is a dub, I'm gonna, you know, all this nonsense. And it's like, yeah, it's annoying. People take L's. Everybody takes L's every day. But my personal perspective is to not look at your L's as losses. I look at my L's as lessons every single time. There's a lot of things that goes into the sneakers app and their complex algorithms to have people win and lose. But I think honestly, they should not have done an exclusive access for this specific set of shoes. I mean, we got 50 pairs, and basically, if you didn't get a notification, you took an L at 12 p.m. for like 2 weeks straight. I think that's kind of more depressing because people felt like they didn't have a chance at all. At least when you have the chance to enter for the shoe, Nike's giving you that chance to enter, and yeah, it's just a chance. It's a probability that you may or may not hit, but who knows? More people would have probably hit that way, and more people would have been probably happier with this release than just doing this exclusive access stuff. And honestly, I'm not gonna say exclusive access is 100% bad. I think Nike's really doing a good job overall with the exclusive access, because when you look at these 2 weeks ahead of release drops, when they give you exclusive access randomly and you have the shoes 2 weeks ahead, that's a good thing, man. And then you still have a chance to enter on the drop date. So I think that's a good way to implement the exclusive access. But this whole nonsense of dropping 50 pairs and it's only if you see it on your app, that's nonsense, man. Honestly, even when looking at the history of the 50 collection, I'm not too happy about it either. To me, basically, there's not really any history about it other than the fact that Virgil wanted more people to have a chance to cop his colorways of sneakers, even though it's the same sneaker with just different iterations of the same colorway and maybe just some little hits of different colorways. Because as you can see, guys, other than lot 1 and lot 50, all of them are this light gray tone and either this leather material, which is not even that good in my opinion, or in that suede material. And then we just have little hits of maybe this light green or blue or purple or burgundy, whatever color he puts on this little lace extension. To me, that's really nothing special. There's no real storytelling behind the sneaker. And to me, that's really disappointing, especially with the off-white shoe and the fact that they hyped this collection so much just to be some simple colorways, man. And I know people are still gonna buy it for the resale. I know people are still gonna hype the shoe up, but this specific colorway, when looking at it in person, is not it to me, in my opinion. And most of the colorways are not it. There's probably like 2 or 3 colorways that I would rock out of the 50. Like, you drop 50 colorways of the same shoe, bro. You could have definitely did another 10 or called it the 20 and had some new silhouettes, or actually did the same silhouettes in new iterations, but you did 50 of the same shoe, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's pretty disappointing. But other than that, y'all, that's gonna conclude the overall history of this shoe. Now let's get into the details right here. So now focusing on the details of the shoe, as you guys can see right here, the primary colorway of the upper is this kind of leather gray. Next, we have this kind of canvas material in this off-white colorway, as you guys can see right here on the quarter panel. Then when we go onto the toe box, we have more of that off-white canvas material. And then we have this external lace set, as you guys can see right here, in this kind of lime green colorway. And to me, I'm not too crazy about this detail, guys. Maybe if it was a different colorway, I would like it more, but honestly, I'm not too crazy about it. Then when we go onto the top of the tongue, as you guys can see right here, we have this burgundy tongue with this kind of cheese grater hole, as you guys can see right here. Then we have some exposed foam. And what's really interesting about this piece of the shoe is the fact that the inside is actually leather. So that's an interesting detail that they inverted that. Next, when we go onto the side of the tongue, as you guys can see right here, we actually have this vintage Nike logo right here, which is pretty cool. Then of course we have the burgundy zip tie. And I'm gonna read what it says. It actually says lot 8 of 50, and then we have some off-white logos all over it. So nothing too crazy, guys. Then next, going onto the back of the shoe, we have this orange tag, as you guys can see right there. Then we actually have this kind of fragment inspired labeling right here. So I'm gonna read that to y'all in a second. So it actually says FA21 565 9470. So I'm assuming that's saying fall 21, and I'm gonna assume the rest of the numbers is like some code name for it or something. But next, going on to the back of the heel tab, as you guys can see right here, we have this gray leather heel tab with some black Nike branding, as you guys can see right there. Then when going on to the medial side, as you guys can see here, which is standard to like every single off-white shoe, we have that off-white Nike Beaverton Oregon details, as you guys can see right here. And then we have that C1985. And now that I'm thinking about it, y'all, that was also the detail that was on the box. And I just remembered that the Dunk was actually made in 1985. So that's why they're putting 1985 all over this box as well as the sneakers. Next, when we go on to the midsole of the shoe, which is one of the best details of the sneaker in my opinion, we get our lot number right here in this black and burgundy tie-dye detail, as you guys can see right there. Then we have this aged midsole, as you guys can see right here. And then when we go on to the outsole, we have our beautiful Nike outsole with the herringbone traction right there, as you guys can see, as well as that extra Nike branding right there. And then one more final detail before I conclude, guys, we actually have this nice insole. And I really think that the shoe is not that good, but the details within it are pretty cool. I'm not gonna front. There's like some cool details that, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty nice. So there's a lot of glue in this insole, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to take it out because I don't wanna rip it. But if you actually look into the insole right there, you can see a face, which is pretty cool. So instead of having the Nike logo right there, we actually get this off-white face right there, which is pretty interesting. And what's really interesting to me is that I guess since we're getting 2 laces already with this shoe, that's why we're not getting any extra laces. Now looking at the right pair really briefly, as you guys can see right here, it's the same exact shoe. There's no real differences other than the insole. So I'm gonna show you guys that right now. So instead of the face on this side, we actually get this kind of off-white hand detail, which is on the branding in the box. So I guess they put that out there so you guys wouldn't be confused with the faces and the hands and be like, yo, what the hell is going on with this shoe? Oh snap. So something else I didn't notice, y'all, is that we actually have some leather ankle cushioning right here. So that's just another detail to add in. And other than that, y'all, I think that's gonna conclude the overall details of the shoe. I think I covered every single thing about this shoe. There's not really much to talk about other than what I said. So other than that, please be sure to stay tuned for this on for look, all right? Alright, y'all, so that's going to conclude the overall review as well as the on for look. And other than that, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to share with your friends and your family. Make sure to smash that like button. And if you've seen anything that you like throughout the video, or if you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe down below and hit that notification bell. And other than that, y'all, I'll catch you on the next vid. Peace.